Okay, so it's been some time since we did a van video, and so thought this would be a good time to show off some additions we have made to the van. We're starting back here in the back. Um, if you've been following along with our van videos, you know we had this shelf put in. Well, we recently added a door, and basically it's just we got some hinges here from Home Depot, like $2.99, $3.99, somewhere in there, and hook those. And this is just duct tape, and we'll get to that in a minute. But we have, this is 1/4-inch plywood that we had lying around, and also this handle was also we found lying around in the house. So you just pull this open, and we got a cool little door, and we have these latches that we got off Amazon. It was like a pack of 4 for like $15, and we'll put the link in the description. But here's the little piece. It just goes in, push it in, it holds pretty well, and you just pull it out. And same thing for the other side of the shelf here. Same 1/4-inch plywood. This was also found laying around. It's not cut completely even, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. Same hinges from Home Depot, around $2.99, $3.99, somewhere in there. Same handle. We had a few of these laying around the house, so we lucked out in that. And just pull this down. Same latch. Close it. Holds, fits snug. Bam. There you go. So our shelf now has some doors to hold everything in. Alright, so if you've been following along in our van videos, our last one I showed that the wires coming from these solar panels, they're coming through here and over here, and we put this conduit down. So these 2 wires are just coming through here, down here, through here. The solar panel cords come up right here. We have our positive right here. It's marked with the red tape. This is a fuse holder, and there's nothing in it right now, but we'll be putting a fuse in there. And it goes up to the positive entrance for the charge controller. Here's our negative coming from the solar panel. Alright, we also were able to do some work on the batteries. So in our last video we put the batteries in here into the box, and now we've got our wires running. This is 4-gauge battery cable. We've got it running positive to positive, and then negative to negative. And right here we have our 2-gauge battery cable. This is coming off the negative, coming down here, and we took the van to auto shop, and they drilled down into the bottom of the van, and this cord goes all the way to the bottom and is grounded onto the vehicle frame. And then we just filled this hole in with some great stuff, spray foam for the small gaps and cracks, and then I just put some extra silicone around it as well. Same thing for the bottom. below the van. Now this cable right here came with the solar panels that we ordered, and they're to go from the battery to the charge controller. So here we've got a red tape, our positive cable running alongside the wall here, and it's going to a 30 amp fuse, and then going into the switch. Now this switch cuts the power from the battery to the charge controller in case we needed to do some work on the batteries. We can cut the power with this switch. So it's off right now. If I were to turn it, the green would be showing and it would say on. And so from here we keep going, we go out, and the positive running up here and into the positive outlet of the charge controller, and the negative beside it, it goes down through here. It runs up into the negative terminal of the battery. And this small cord here is just a ground going from the charge controller down here. It's grounded to the vehicle, to the van itself right here, with this other ground that was here before. So for the next time when we're able to work on this again, we'll be hooking up everything for the load. That will be the fan and the lights, and that will go to the charge controller. So we got that set up by mounting our fuse box here. So lights and our fan will run from those items down to the fuse box, and then there will be a cable that runs along down here and into the charge controller. Those will be the positives, and then the negatives from those will be hooked to here, our negative bus bar, and there'll be a cord that runs from this to the negatives load on the charge controller as well. And so that's all we were able to get done this time around while we were visiting my folks in South Carolina. My dad's helping out getting this electrical hooked up, but we are getting really close to being finished with having this hooked up. So hopefully we're going to be having our fan running, and we're going to hook up some lights, and then we're going to get the inverter hooked up so that we can charge our computers, use our computers, our phones, and everything inside the van. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.